Cool. So, I guess I'll put it on me. Hi. Here's our crowd. Yay. So what I think most meetings that you have, you want to start with an introduction and a little bit of an opportunity for people to share how they're feeling, just to kind of get that out. So don't share how you're feeling about the content of this meeting. Share how you're feeling for just 30 seconds, so you have a chance to sort of ground into the situation, so we know, so you have a chance to sort of mellow out and be present, and we kind of get a sense for who you are. Okay, I'll give you an example. So I'm Tim. Happy to be starting our first Leaders of the Loving Left, and we're hoping to have a sort of a form of doing things that will go everywhere and everyone can do everywhere. And it's not really the first time we've tried this, but it's this time that we're trying it. Just so you know, this is the California primary day. So I'm feeling really disturbed that it looks like Bernie is going to lose and pledge Elliott. So that's not really about the content. That's just that my heart is aching for this election. Tim Anderson. Go ahead.
Hello, I'm Brian, and today I am tired. I was up at 2 a.m. this morning, putting a kid back to sleep, which went remarkably smooth given the horror stories that I've heard in the past, so it wasn't that bad. But then the monitor ran out of battery and started beeping at like 3, 4 a.m. I was like, oh no, there isn't even a kid up. I just have to plug this thing back in. That was kind of stupid. But yeah, got good stuff done at work, and so I'm feeling solid. I don't have a strong preference about whether or not Hillary or Bernie wins the number of votes or whatever, because I think it's about the issues, not about the candidate. So that's where I'm at.
So you're feeling okay?
Yeah.
How about tired?
I'm Elena. I'm feeling a little bit out of place with all these men.
Ooh.
And also, I love the color of this room. It's definitely brings the energy down into your body. I'm also a little unhappy with how the primaries have gone. The campaign has been a load on me like never before. Like I really have not felt next to anything about a campaign before this. Matter of fact, I'm 63 and I really haven't been political up until this year. That's it.
Thank you. My name is Arlen. I am feeling fairly content interpersonally, more socially and outwardly connected. My feelings shift to concern, and I am connected to this group because of its theme of consent, its ideation of development, and the root of collaborative spirit, and focus of solution seeking in the community. And those components are powerful. Not that I want to make hard decisions, but very attractive to me. The wise man kicked this meat butt here.
Say that again. Oh.
My mind led me here.
Oh, okay. Meatbot.
Hello.
Name and how you're feeling.
I'm Rob. I'm feeling clear. I'm feeling relaxed. I'm feeling a little. I'm recovering from food poisoning that I got on Friday night, so I'm still not fully in my power physically. I feel pretty good otherwise. Just slow, just taking it slow. And I'm not surprised about what's going on. I mean, I think it was almost in the script, if you will, as far as the political thing. I really feel that's all rigged. I'm sorry. I think elections are rigged, and I don't really think that we live in a democracy presently. However, we are the people, and I believe in the people, and I believe that when we stop feeding the beast by taking action as consumers and by unplugging from, the more that we unplug from our dependence on multinational conglomerates and the banking system, we would be better off. And I think that's the action we need to take. I'm sorry.
You got a little away from your heart and a little into politics there.
Sorry.
It's
Set
no.
us up for that.
I didn't mean to though. My heart is broken right now. I feel like the Bernie pages didn't tell me that he could lose that he could lose the pledge delegates tonight. So anyway, hi. So the first thing that this is a way of doing meetings that I consider to be very organic. I think this is the way we did meetings for 99.9% of our history as humans. It was just a few people per band, out in the paleo times before we had agriculture, where they only could live with a few dozen people, like maybe 40 max. And everybody sort of knew everybody, and the elders, we're representing the elders, kind of would be nominated almost organically. Like, we know who the leaders are, right, of our community. And they would sit around and talk and counsel and try to figure out what everyone in the tribe wanted to do next. And it's my feeling that if we don't start doing that globally, at least with the left, the nonviolent left, we're never, ever going to win. The world is just going to be a disaster, and will continue to be a disaster, with 2/3 of it poor and 1/3 of it dying of poverty, and we'll have global warming, and we'll be in trouble. And we are in trouble. But we have to get back to the way we were before we were agrarian, back when we were only 30, 40 people living together. Because that's natural, that's organic, that's how we know how to make decisions. So you guys, if we were a tribe of, say, 30 people, it's possible that the 5 of us might be the elders, right? The shaman, the chief, the medicine woman, the best hunter, and the geek or something would sit around and we'd go, I think the tribe wants to do this, what do you think? And then we talk about it, we come up with our best solution or our best proposal. We tell everybody, before the dance at night, and they talk about it for a day or two, and they come back to us. We don't like that idea, or we like that idea, or we like it, but you should tweak it a little bit in this way. And we'd have another meeting, and we'd tweak it, and then we'd make another proposal. And we can do that with apps for the whole world. And I think that we really need to be doing it right now for the left, for the nonviolent left. And that should be fairly easy. And if we don't do it, we're going to continue to be fighting each other, for constituents. The Hispanics are going to fight with the feminists, are going to fight with the blacks, are going to fight with the, the socialists, and we're all going to be fighting for our own stuff and never combining together and building each other's barns one after the other, or, at the same time, like in a smart, planful way, using the power that we have as masses. Because we're probably most of the people on the planet. We might actually be 99% if depending on, but we're certainly 23%, almost everywhere, unless you're in like some really horrible place in bumfuck Texas or something where everyone, shoots people for fun and, still lynches people for being black. I mean, basically, we're a pretty progressive world. We're mostly poor, we're half women, a lot of us are educated, and most of us care about things. So anyway, this whole thing is about helping us to herd cats. We're the cats, we have to self-herd. If we don't, we're going to continue to lose to people like Hillary Clinton, whom you love maybe, but certainly Donald Trump. Anyway, so the first thing I would do in a meeting like this is to make sure that everyone who's here belongs here. And if you don't belong here, I would say just either leave or just be silent. Because you can't have a meeting with everybody and if you don't share mission, you're not going to get anywhere together. And so to make it really simple, we use this sort